Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing my videos, you are highly welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching my videos, and you're also welcome. Okay guys, so in today's video I'm going to be transforming my gorgeous bride. If this is what you're interested in, keep on watching and see how we created the look. Okay guys, so I already did the skin prep off camera because it's a bridal prep. Okay, and there are a lot of things are going on. Even in this video, you guys are going to bear with me because my bride keep making calls and there was a lot of distractions, but we actually still did our job. Okay guys, so first of all, after like I was done with the skin prep, then I mixed the foundation. I'm using my Huda Beauty foundation and Nars foundation. The two foundations are mostly my go-to foundation for bridal look. So I mixed the two foundations together, and that was how I got her skin shade, the shade that I seem to be her skin shade, and I blended them into the skin. And my client had got its birthmark, and I was trying to put on foundations there to cover the birthmark. I covered it as much as I could, and that is it. So I put on the foundation on her face and I blended it in very well. Guys, this is one of the most important thing. I always say this in my videos. The blending is the key. So you blend in very well. So when I was done with blending, I went into her concealer. I was using the this is the Younger Beauty concealer in the shade 1. I think is the first lightest shade. I put that in the inner corners of her face. That's the inner corners of her eye, under eyes, the jawline, the forehead, just the beginning part basically. And after that I went into the Kevin Aucoin concealer. I think is in the shade X 110 or in the shade 10 or something. Yeah, because she's equally very light skin. So I put that on. This Kevin Aucoin concealer is a very is full coverage for concealer per se. Okay guys, so after putting that on, I have to blend into the skin. I started blending with my beauty sponge. It's a damp beauty sponge, like it's already damp. I dumped it into the water. Okay guys, so I was just blending to blending the concealers using the tapping motion. I'm just going to quietly blend. Do not mind that my bride, this is her day, and you guys already know, if you're Nigerian, you know that on the wedding day, the bride will keep making calls in the morning, trying to get things ready and all that, even though she has an event planner. But still, this have to still happen. Okay, guys, so I was done with blending the concealer. I left the inner corners for a bit so that they get tacky and give me more coverage, and then I left it to just do my contour. When I was done with contour, I was going to go back and blend that again. So I was doing my contour with my foundation. I'm using the NARS foundation for the contour. I just blended that into the contour places basically, and that is it. I was just doing my thing, even though my bride is distracting with the calls and all that. Not really much of a distraction though. I could handle that. Okay guys, so we just keep going and going and going. And guys, I have to equally say this honestly, this my bride is one of the sweetest guys. Like, I wish I can just play the voice of like the voice from the background. If you hear, like, she's such a sweet soul, honestly. Okay guys, so I was doing the nose contour at this point. Sorry for the breaking transmission of me talking something else. Okay guys, so I was just doing the blend sorry, the contour, the nose contour, and I was putting the nose contour there, and after that I'm going to go in with my beauty sponge and blend it out. I don't just leave it when I put it with my brush. Yes, sorry, because I it gives me like hash line and all that, and I don't like anything that is hash line on the face when I'm doing makeup. Okay guys, so after that I went into her blush. I'm using my Becharmageless Cosmetics blush, lip stains as the blush, and these lip stains I am using the shade pink. Yeah, I love the pink shade when it comes to a very light skinned person. I love to use the pink shade. I just add a little bit of the red shade into it and blend. So I love the effect that this gives to the face. You can see, I know you love it too. So I'm just going to blend and blend and blend and make sure that everything is okay. Do not mind my bride talking to her girls. Yeah. So guys, that is it. I'm just blending the blush honestly. Okay, so when we are done with doing that, I'm now going to go over to her under eyes and blend the remaining concealer that I left there. I'm just going to blend it and then leave it and set it with my setting powder. Okay, just to wash and see how I did that. You can see at this point, just because I left my setting powder there for a bit, when I come back to blend, you are going to see this full coverage. Like it's going to give me this coverage that is so sweet and lovely, honestly. So moving on, I'm just going to blend and then get it ready to set, guys. And in this video, I'm going to be setting with my Merak cosmetic setting powder in the shade ginger because it's light skin. Ginger is light, like is for light skin people, is bright enough. And this setting powder is a translucent setting powder. Actually, is a translucent setting powder, and translucent powder does not leave shade, like it doesn't leave the shade or the cast. Okay, guys. So she had she had smile lines. I have to ask her to blow out, like that side of the mouth. She have to just blow it out. I blend and then set it so that this process just helps to hold back the smile lines for a bit. It's not going to make it, like it's not going to stop the smile line from coming out, but at least for a while it's going to just control it, like it's going to help out. It helps out basically. Okay guys, so I was done with that. I move over to the other side. I have to first of all blend again to remove the freezing lines are already out, and then I have to go ahead and set again. Okay guys, so that is it for that. I'm just going to keep setting and just make sure that I already set everything very well. I equally set the smile lines here as well. It's also important for me to set that because after setting that, you would really not really see the smile lines very obviously that much again. So I have to go ahead and set it. So after setting that, I set the jawline and then I move over to the forehead to set the forehead as well. I'm setting her forehead, and that is it. Just basically taking it small, like I'm really doing this step by step because that is the real deal. Like take it one step at a time. Okay guys, so when I was done with that, I have to go ahead and set the rest of the face. Just keep watching the video and just enjoy.
I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that I am a rebel, I think they want me to settle. There's nobody on my level, they think that work is too stressful. I think that work is essential, the grind is all in your mental. And I don't think you understand what I'll go through just to be in control of my life soon. All the negativity, man, I'm immune. I don't really need a mask with all I've been through. I've been making changes for the ages. 5-10 year plans are contagious. I attack that shit, I'm tenacious. And if you ain't, get the fuck out of my way then. Got one life, I won't regret it. I will fight until I get it. I'll look back one day from heaven and say, damn, I learned some lessons. And say, damn, I had no questions. I had fun in every second, and the journey was a blessing, yeah. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing.
Okay guys, so at this point we went over to the brows. I started trimming down the brow hair. I have to trim down her hair, and then after trimming down the hair, I'm going to be setting with my powder, with a setting powder, the Beauty by AD setting powder in amber. So basically that's what I use to set the brows. I don't know why this setting powder gives me what I want for the brows. I don't know, but I just love it. I have not tried using another setting powder, but I just love this setting powder. So after that, I have to start outlining the brows. I'm using my Hage and Esther's brow pomade in Nubia. I'm just outlining the brows, and equally the brush I'm using is the Merak Cosmetics flat. No, not a flat brush. It's an angled brush from Merak Cosmetics. I'm using their angled brush to outline the brows, guys. You would want to get this angled brush because like it's so like it's just so good. I don't know how to explain it, but if you watch all my videos, you see that I use this angled brush, honestly. Okay, guys, so I was done with the first side and I move over to the second side of the brows. And I'm doing the same thing. Yeah, just outlining the brows basically. So when I'm done with outlining the brows, I'm going to go ahead and fill it in.
They think that work is too stressful. I think that work is essential. The grind is all in your mental. And I don't think you understand what I'll go
Okay,
through.
guys, so I'm using the Davis pencil in shade 003 to fill in the brows. I'm just going to gently add like light strokes on the brow hairs. Like I'm not going to shade too much. I don't love to shade too much. I just love to add strokes, light strokes, because she's already light skinned. I wouldn't want the brow hairs to get dark. So I'll just add strokes of hairs on the brows and that is it. Okay guys, so when I was done with that, I have to conceal the brows using the using the sorry, the zikel cosmetics concealer. Yeah, I'm using the zikel cosmetic concealer in shade, yeah, I think it's neutral and nude. Yeah, the two shades is a very light shade and then the nude. So I'm just using that to conceal the brows, guys. So when I conceal the brows, we give it that defined shape that you would want the brows to have. If there is any place there was a mistake, you just, you correct and highlight the brows and make everything okay and perfect.
They just want you to
Yeah.
settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. And when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes you. Who are you to tell me
And guys, you have to really trust brides with checking every step of the face. Like they have to check with their phones and see that everything is okay. Yeah, my bride was equally doing that. But that's normal anyway. That's normal. Just allow them to, allow them, because definitely when they are checking out the face, sometimes they'll just, let you know what they don't like. You rather work with what they like, even though I do have consultation with brides before I beat their face to know what they want. But still at that, allow them to tell you. You rather not wait for them to, wait to finish the makeup for them to tell you, oh, I don't like this. Okay, guys. So I was done with the concealing of the brows for the down part. I went ahead and concealed the upper part of the brows, and after that, I set the brow bone with my powder, and then I baked using the Merak Cosmetics setting powder that I used in setting the face initially. Okay, guys, so I was done with baking. Now I move over to the eyeshadow. I'm using the Benai Clone White eyeshadow base as my eyeshadow primer. So I'm first of all placing that on her eyelid. I'm going to place that and just make sure there's no harsh lines, because this is one of the most important things. If you are doing eyeshadow, especially for brides, you wouldn't want to leave harsh lines on the eyes. You want to create like a soft, sweet eye look. I don't know. So while doing that, just make sure there's no harsh lines. Just make sure except you want to intentionally leave a hash line, maybe probably intentionally you want to do that, but if not, so just create a soft look. So first of all, I'm using my Blossom eyeshadow palette, and I first of all start creating the transition. I love to create transition first before I do eyeshadow, before I create any other eyeshadow. Okay, so when I was done with creating the transition, then I placed my eyeshadow. I'm using like a very light pink eyeshadow. That's the shade I'm using, a very light pink. So I'm placing that on her eyelids. So my bride already told me that she have an eye problem. So when I was blending this, she was, yeah, talking about her eyes and all that. So I was taking it easy. I was equally trying to be fast so that I can leave her eyes alone. So that is it basically. You can see the way she's moving her eyes because like she has these eye issues and all that. So, but that is it. We just have to continue to just finish that up and just let her eyes be. Okay, guys. So at this point, I was done with the eyes. I just have to smudge out the under eyes. Unfortunately, even though I still have to smudge out because it's going to give me like a very lovely foxy look. So I just have to, smudge it out, unfortunately. So after that, I lined the eyes using my gel liner from Zaron Cosmetics and my angled brush. I just have to line the eyes. So I line the first part of the eyes and then I have to line the under the waterline basically. So after doing that, I have to equally line the other part of the eyes. If I would say brows. So I have to line the second eyes as well, doing the same thing, using the same product that I used for the first one. Yeah, basically. And then when I was done with that, I equally did same to the under the waterline. Not mind me calling that under eyes, even though it's under, but it's called the waterline actually. Okay, guys. So I was done with that. Now just making sure everything is okay. I fixed the lashes. Okay, guys, so something happened when I was doing this look. So you know how I have filmed a lot of looks on my phone for this YouTube, and I was expecting that my phone is going to get food up one day. So because one of my assistants was not with me, the person that does my videos, she was sick, she didn't come to work with us. So I didn't realize when the phone got filled up. So it went full and I could no longer record, and I didn't know, and I continued with the makeup, like I continued with the process. So guys, when I was doing the clean the removing of the everything, when I was doing the whole setting and everything, it was not recording. I didn't know. Like the video had stopped. I didn't know. So it was when I went over to the lips. I just went to check that everything is still okay, and I realized that the video had already stopped recording. It's quite unfortunate that I didn't have the clip of just where I did remove the setting powder, like the baking powder, and I set with my spray and everything. I didn't have that clip because I didn't. It was. It's quite unfortunate that I recorded but it didn't film. Okay, guys. So moving on to the lips, I used a brown lip stain and orange. You know, you can mix lip stains together and get what you want. But in this, I used the brown lip stain and orange. So when I mix them together, I achieved this particular shade that I used to line the lips. Okay, guys. So afterwards, I'm using the Becharmageless Cosmetics lip stain in nude. I think, yeah, it's nude, and I'm adding this light pink shade. Or honest, I think it's romantic. The light pink shade is called romantic. So I added that in and I used my fan to dry it up. Remember that this lip stain doesn't really, it doesn't dry up so quickly. So most of the times I use fan to, help fasten it up. So I dried it up and then I asked my client to smack her lips, my bride basically. She did smack her lips, and after smacking, I began to blend it out. So I was blending it into the first brown that I already put there. So when I was done with this, I have to add again the nude shade again. I honestly love this lips a lot. I don't know why, but I honestly love this. I think I know I have done a lot of nude lips before, and this is actually my best. Honestly, I love the outcome of the lips so much. Okay, guys, so I keep blending just to make sure everything is intact and everything is okay. And when I was done with that, I have to add the gloss. I went ahead and add my gloss. I don't know, but at this, when I was done with this whole look, guys, like these lips was one of the things that give me that, make me like have that That feeling that, oh yeah, I did it. Honestly, I love the outcome of the lips a lot. Though the outcome of the whole look is beautiful because my clients loved her makeup. Like she looked at her face here and she's like, I'm really so fine. Honestly, she was like, I'm really looking so good. And honestly, guys, she's really looking so good, not just because she said it, but this look is bang. So guys, I use my setting spray, my finishing spray, not setting spray. Okay guys, so I spread that on the face and I'm using my fan to dry it up. And this is it, guys. This is the end of the look. I hope you love this look so much, as much as I love it. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, put on your post notification, and share my videos, guys. I love you guys so much. See you next time. Bye.